Ever found yourself in a pinch, needing a little extra cash before payday? We've all been there. Maybe it's an unexpected bill, a car repair, or just needing to cover groceries. In those moments, services like ZayZoon, which offer earned wage access, can seem like a lifeline. But the big question, the one we all need to know, is, does ZayZoon charge interest? That's exactly what we're diving into today. We're going to break down how ZayZoon works, what fees they charge, and, most importantly, whether or not you're going to be hit with interest. Because let's face it, nobody wants to pay extra just to access their own hard-earned money. Before we get into the specifics of ZayZoon, let's talk a little bit about the concept of earned wage access in general. It's a relatively new financial product that allows employees to access a portion of their already earned wages before their regular payday. Think of it as bridging the gap between paychecks. Instead of waiting 2 weeks or even a month, you can get a portion of your pay early. This can be incredibly helpful for managing unexpected expenses or simply giving you a little more financial flexibility. Now, traditional payday loans are notorious for their sky-high interest rates. They can trap people in a cycle of debt, making it incredibly difficult to get back on their feet. So, naturally, when we hear about services that offer access to cash before payday, the first question that pops into our minds is this another one of those predatory lending schemes? Is there a catch? That's why it's so important to understand the fee structure of any earned wage access service, including ZayZoon. Because while they might not technically charge interest, they do have to make money somehow. So, how does ZayZoon work and how do they make their profit? ZayZoon partners with employers to integrate their earned wage access service directly into the payroll system. This means that if your employer offers ZayZoon, you can typically access your earned wages through a mobile app or a web portal. The amount you can access is usually a percentage of your accrued earnings, and it's typically capped at a certain amount per pay period. Now, here's the crucial part. ZayZoon does not charge interest on the money you access. That's a huge difference between them and traditional payday lenders. Instead of interest, ZayZoon typically charges a small, flat transaction fee for each withdrawal. This fee can vary depending on the amount you withdraw and how quickly you need the funds. Think of it like an ATM fee. You're paying a small price for the convenience of accessing your money early. It's also important to note that ZayZoon doesn't require a credit check. This is another major advantage, especially for people who may have less than perfect credit. Your eligibility for ZayZoon is based on your employment and your earned wages, not your credit score. So, let's recap. Does ZayZoon charge interest? The short answer is no. They charge a transaction fee, not interest. This fee is typically a small, flat amount, and it's disclosed to you before you make a withdrawal. Now, while ZayZoon can be a helpful tool for managing your finances, it's not a magic bullet. It's essential to use it responsibly and avoid relying on it too frequently. Remember, you're accessing money you've already earned, so it's not like getting a free loan. It's just getting your paycheck a little bit earlier. One thing to consider is the frequency of use. Those small transaction fees can add up if you're using the service multiple times a pay period. It's crucial to budget carefully and only use ZayZoon when you truly need it. Another important point is to understand the terms and conditions of the service. Make sure you know exactly what the fees are, how much you can withdraw, and how the repayment process works. Don't just blindly agree to the terms without reading them carefully. It's also a good idea to compare ZayZoon with other earned wage access services. There are several companies offering similar products, and their fees and features can vary. Do your research and find the service that best suits your needs. Now, let's talk about some of the potential downsides of using an earned wage access service like ZayZoon. While they don't charge interest, those transaction fees can still eat into your paycheck. If you're constantly relying on earned wage access, you might be better off addressing the underlying financial issues that are causing you to need access to your money early. Another potential drawback is that it can be tempting to spend money you haven't technically received yet. This can make it difficult to budget effectively and could lead to overspending. It's crucial to be disciplined and only withdraw what you absolutely need. It's also important to remember that earned wage access is not a long-term solution to financial problems. It's a short-term tool that can help you bridge the gap between paychecks, but it's not a substitute for sound financial planning. If you're struggling with debt or other financial challenges, it's always a good idea to seek professional help. A financial advisor can help you create a budget, manage your debt, and develop a plan for achieving your financial goals. So, is ZayZoon a good option for you? That depends on your individual circumstances. If you need access to a small amount of cash before payday and you understand the fee structure, it can be a helpful tool. But it's crucial to use it responsibly and avoid relying on it too frequently. Remember, the key to financial health is budgeting, saving, and avoiding unnecessary debt. Earned wage access services like ZayZoon can be a useful tool in certain situations, but they shouldn't be used as a substitute for sound financial planning. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.